Hi, I'm Lee Newlin with Peaceful River Farm and Lee's Healthy Cooking. And today I'm making a wonderful soup that is a spinach curried chickpea soup that is awesome. It's loaded with wonderful flavor as well as nutrients. Just a few of the nutritional all-stars in this soup include garbanzo beans, or commonly called chickpeas, which are loaded with fiber and they are wonderful for lowering cholesterol. Another ingredient is garlic. That is terrific for this anti-inflammatory and cancer-fighting compounds. The recipe also includes one of my favorites, curry, and this curry does have turmeric in it, and that's from Eastern Indian cooking, and it's really good for your health. And then coconut milk, which you can easily find in the grocery stores now. It's wonderful as it's anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and it's an antifungal kind of product. It's incredibly nutritious and wonderful for you. And then spinach. That's probably one of the most nutritious, if not the most nutritious food you could put in this soup. The darker the spinach, the higher the level of vitamin C, so choose wisely and try to get it from a local farmer. It'll be worth it. In making this soup, you want to start your pan over medium-high heat and then get this good and hot for your onions to start sizzling. And you'll notice that I'm not putting in oil. This is to reduce some of the fat and really concentrate the flavor of the onions. So I put that in a hot pan and I'm hearing it sizzle. And as it cooks, it will start to develop like a caramelization on the bottom, which is coloring. But it also will start sticking. And the way we stop that without oil is that we use a little bit of water, which is wonderful. It works miracles. So as it starts to cook, we add a little bit of water, just enough to stop it from sticking, and keep stirring. And we let that cook for about 4 minutes. And then after the 4 minutes, we're going to add our garlic. We always cook the onions first, then you add the garlic, because the garlic will protect, the onion will protect the garlic and add really good flavor, but it needs not to be getting brown. So the onions help stop that, as well as using the water. This would be a good time to add the curry powder, because it releases its great ingredients, a great flavor, when it hits heat, which I think is really cool. We want to add the lime zest. Keep stirring. Add a little bit of water. It's starting to stick a little bit. Just a little bit. Then we come back with the potatoes. And I'm using a red potato that I think is beautiful. And the reason I'm so happy about it is that I can use the skin. I use the skin because that's where a lot of the nutrition is. So it's really important to try to seek out vegetables like these red skin potatoes that are organic. So you get to keep the skin on and get all that nutrition. We pour these guys in and keep stirring. The color is just gorgeous. This deep red on the potatoes as well as the yellow gold of the curry. It's just making such a magnificent flavor base for this soup. And then after these cook for around 15 minutes or so, we're going to come back and add our chickpeas, zucchini, and then our broth. It's been a couple of minutes, and now I want to add a little bit of sea salt. That develops the flavor. You don't dump the salt in at the very end or the beginning. You add it in stages. Then come back with the stock. And we add the coconut milk. This smells wonderful. Now once this gets to a heat, once this gets to a boil, we want to come back with our zucchini. And you notice I've left the skin on. It was organic. I want to keep that wonderful color in there as well as the nutrition. And then I add my chickpeas. We've gotten the soup to a boil, and now we want to reduce that heat to simmering and put your lid on slightly ajar so the buildup of steam can escape. And then this will sit for about 15 more minutes. The soup's been cooking nicely, and we're going to take the lid off, and at this point we've turned the heat off, and we're going to add a little bit more salt, pepper. The pepper is really important to add at this point because it reacts with the turmeric. It's really good for you. And now that the heat's off, we're going to start adding our spinach. We're going to add this last bit. And the color is magnificent. But it needs a little bit of the lime to really be the secret ingredient. It's wonderful. It adds such a brightness, and it makes the soup really delicious. And at this point, it's a good time to taste your soup to see if your seasonings need to be adjusted, whether you need a little bit more of the curry or a little bit more salt. So we taste it. Perfect. It doesn't need anything else. It's perfect. Ready to go. You can find the details of this recipe on our website at peacefulriverfarm.com, along with our class listings. Stay healthy.